So we just read A Very Old Man with Enormous Wings. We've reviewed through the week magical realism and what it really is. Now you're going to take what I just read, and you're going to look at the questions on the board of, do you think the village people were kind? How or why? Depends your answer. And then you're going to look, how does the story comment upon humanity? Who was human? Who wasn't? How does this all relate back to the magical realism? The story that we just read, The Old Man with Wings. How can we relate that back with the magical realism, minus the fact that he simply had wings? There's way more to it. That's what happens when you don't sit on your
I wish you gave us our own paper.
We'll get that. Okay? But I wanted to read it out loud to you. It's actually right online. Okay? So, I want you guys to think about what pieces of this were magical realism. Were the village people that we met in this short story kind? If so, how? If not, how won't they?
You want to
What
start?
could they have done differently? What? Cody. Okay, so there's the two questions, the main questions I want you to answer and elaborate on. We can go back to magical realism and what it really is, the acceptance of magic into the commonly accepted regular world. Angels are often used in literature when they're using the magical realism genre. Tomorrow, we are going to start our own magical realism stories. So if you get the answers to these questions, start generating a list of ideas. What's the story you want to tell? How can we add some magical realism to it? I'll have some ideas for you. Just from what I've read out loud, what can you see about the village people? How were they kind? Why were they kind? Or were they not? And if they weren't, what shows that they weren't kind? And how does our story comment upon humanity? Were there humans involved? Who were they? Who wasn't? We had a couple people in here that were not human. We talked about. Last semester you read a longer story by the same man. Many of you remember some of the imagery that he used for that if you read the book. There's a few of you that did not take it, so you have not read it.
Okay, several times and it doesn't get any better.
Okay, well, maybe this was a little better.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so it gives you a different spin on this author. He genuinely likes to write magical realism. Anything that you look up of his, for the most part, will be gone in the reams of magical realism.
You restate your last question. I don't understand.
Restate it?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know what humanitarianism is?
Uh-uh.
Maybe we should start with that. Can we help with that? Does anyone know what that means?
Buddy, what's that mean?
I was waiting.
Humanity.
Humanity.
Yeah. What does it mean to you?
Just being nice to people and being humane.
Humane. Yeah, that's a way to look at that. And be nice, cordial,
It's like the right way to do it.
the right way to do it. So it's like a golden rule, right? Treat others how you want to be treated. Okay, so how in this story does it show some humanity? Or does it not? If not, how?
That's gross.
But always does stop. So does everyone understand the questions that are being asked?
Yes,
now?
ma'am.
Now it
Okay. Awesome. So that's what you're going to work on tomorrow. We're going to talk about these.
We do a partner.
No, we're doing it all by ourselves. I know, partner work is a lot of fun, but we're not gonna do that today. Okay, so you're gonna work all by yourself. You're gonna answer the questions. You're gonna write them down, physically write them down. And then we're gonna talk about them tomorrow. Okay?
So
I will read them on the board, so you have access to them. I want you to think about it, 'cause you're gonna have to dig a little deeper when you're writing in order to make sense of your story, to be the magical realism. Earlier, I heard you talking about Harry Potter. Harry Potter is completely fantasy.
Very
It
good.
is not magical realism.
Is Harry Potter good?
yeah, they're like wizards or something.
Wizards and things like that, yeah.
What are you watching?
Should have been
Sorry, this is our